Hello darlings and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ronnie and today I've got a student's apartment for you. So here we're in San Myshuno and this is the apartment that is usually occupied by Penny Pizzazz. And I hope I'm not butchering her name too much. If I am, I really am sorry for that. So I decided to build a student's apartment for 3 Sims. So this apartment, though it is quite small, like I said, it is usually occupied just by 1 Sim. So I wanted to challenge myself a bit and I built it for 3 Sims. So we have 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. So here you can see me working. Well, I started working with the first bedroom, but first I wanted to place some of those Discover University doors. So when I started building this apartment, I decided that I wanted for each Sim living here I decided to give them like their major, what they're studying, and a hobby. So this first bedroom is for a Sim that studies biology and someone who enjoys theater. So we have a theater kid here, but with a passion for animals and nature. So like I said, they're studying biology. The color scheme that I went for is dark green and purple with a dark brown wooden hues and colors. And I have to say that this is my most favorite room. Now the explanation for that is rather simple. So I don't know if you're also builders, maybe you can share your thoughts down in comments as well. But when I build, and specifically when I build bedrooms, I try to be a bit more creative and I'm trying to make them quite personalized. So that means, however, that usually when I build the first bedroom, I'm using the items that I like the most. So that makes sense because, you know, I think all the builders in the Sims 4 community very often rely on certain items, and yeah, I'm doing exactly the same thing. So usually the first room is really it's like right up my alley. It's just the items that I would love to have in my own room, and that way I kind of use my most favorite items right from the start. And then when I move on to the other bedrooms, since I want to give each Sim some kind of personality and I don't want the items to get repetitive, I need to resolve for different items that I am not as frequently using as maybe I should have. So that way, usually the first bedroom is my most favorite one. However, I would say that since, like I said, in this way I'm relying on those items too much, creating more bedrooms really helps to fuel my creativity because I get out of my comfort zone. I'm basically, I don't want to say forced, but I deliberately go for different items and different building style or decorational style, and I have to admit, even though this is really my style of the room, then the one that we're working on right now, maybe I wouldn't have this room in real life, but I really enjoy widening my horizons and trying different things, because I can imagine that some people would like this room. So yeah, this way I had a lot of fun with this, because like I said, even though the first room is my most favorite, these other rooms really helped with some kind of creative thinking and trying to come up with things that I wouldn't normally do. So I, in a way, enjoyed like decorating them as well. So this second room that I'm currently working on is for a literature student. So there are going to be many, many, many books, like scattered everywhere. However, I wanted the sim living here. With all of these, I kind of wanted to give them like some sort of like when they study something more science based, let's say, I wanted to give them some more like artistic hobby, whereas here this sim is a big fan of sports. I kind of like, it's not like I didn't want to go for like classic stereotypes, so I wanted to go for a literature student who really enjoys sports. And as you can see, I used the basketball hoop there as a decoration. However, I'm not sure. I know when I was playtesting it, I was trying it out as well, and I'm not entirely sure whether it works, because sometimes, sims surprise me, and things that I would swear would never work sometimes do work. But I'm really not sure with this item. It's been some time since I playtested it. Nevertheless, I still imagine this being more of a decorative item. And again, you can tell me in the comments, but I had a friend who had this kind of basketball hoop in his bedroom, and I think it's quite a common thing. It was usually like very plasticky and super cheap, but yeah, that was something that I saw in many bedrooms, so that's why I recreated it this way as well. And I have to admit, like I said, this is way out of my comfort zone, like this room. I don't know why, but I think the more of a plasticky furniture is not really the type of furniture I would usually go for, but I think it's very common and very it's realistic, I think, this kind of furniture. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense, and you could just see that I placed a lot of books. I just had to do. So this third bedroom that I'm just working on. So this bedroom is for someone who studies what's it called in the Sims? Robotics, I think. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. And at first I really wasn't sure what kind of hobby I wanted to give this person, but at the end I decided for music. So you can see me changing the poster right now. I'll be also adding a guitar. And as far as the color scheme in this room is concerned, I mostly opted for dark blues and dark reds. And yeah, I think, oh, you know what? I think maybe this room is way out of my comfort zone. But at the end, I kind of liked it. I have to say, I really like, you can see it right now. Well, there are two bookshelves, but those are the bookshelves that I never use. Like, this is not the style that I usually go for. But I really like it, especially the red one. I think it's super cool. It looks so cool and so awesome. Can you imagine having it in your room? I really like it. Yeah, it looks like a locker. Is it called a locker? Like those lockers that you have in school. So I don't know, I liked it. And also because this is a student of robotics, I imagine that they maybe took some things from the lab and just created their own furniture, and they're like tinkering with things all the time at all times. So I enjoyed eventually this room as well. I really liked it. But now we're moving on to the kitchen, and that took me a bit. I really wanted to have this like old vibe that you could probably find, in these kind of like student apartments. So the furniture is old, the appliances are old, just everything is old, because this is probably not something that your Sims would put their money in, since it's probably not theirs. They're probably just renting it, and excuse me, and yeah, it's probably like it's been here for ages, most likely. So I have to admit that I'm really proud of this build, because I think I managed to achieve the feel that I was going for. But since it's a student's room and student's apartment, and those apartments can be quite cluttered and messy, I really wanted to fill all possible like surfaces in here as well. Nevertheless, it's still very much functional. Everything is playtested. Like I said, apart from the basketball hoop, I think all the items here should be like functional. I only like placed, maybe you can see it in the top left corner now. There's a bike in the living room. I'm not sure whether your Sims can like count it, but I think you can drag it to your inventory, so then it should work as well. So there shouldn't be any problems there. I'm just adding some fairy lights. I think many students rely on fairy lights to make the space cozy and nice. So here we're moving on to the living room. Again, I kind of opted for old furniture, and oh my god, I'm losing my voice. I'm so sorry. Wait a second. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I opted for old furniture, and you can see like those what's it called, like suitcases. So yeah, I really went for like either old things or things that you could probably find somewhere and just combine them together. Here is a little like dining area, and I don't know why, but it's one of my favorite nook in this build. I like the colors a lot, and I don't know, I really try to make it nice and colorful, and honestly not that much cohesive, because I think it makes sense for a student's apartment to be kind of like we're using what we find and or what it's given to us, and we don't really care that much. But I think I still made it quite nice and cozy. And yeah, here I use this little what's it called? Is it called? It's not dwarf, right? Oh, a gnome, right? Yeah, a gnome. So this like naked gnome. I don't know why, but I thought it was hilarious. So now we moved on to the first bathroom. There are 2 bathrooms in total in this apartment, which is, I think, kind of achievement, because this this apartment is quite small. So finding the space for 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms is kind of nice. I'm quite proud of it as well. So I wanted to use this specific Discovery University shower, because if I'm not mistaken, if your Sims are showering in here and someone comes in the bathroom, they shouldn't get the like embarrassed moodlet. At least I hope it works this way, but that makes a lot of sense to me. So I think it does work this way. And then I worked on this bathroom, and I used the other university pack shower because I wasn't that happy with the first one. It was I don't know, it was giving weird shadows, so I just used it just once. Just adding some soap and some plants to make it a bit more cozy. But if I'm not mistaken, and I hope I'm not, but I think we're coming to the end of the video. So this build is available on the Sims 4 gallery. My ID is bohemian_Ronnie. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram. The handle is the same across all platforms. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like or write a comment, because I would definitely appreciate it. And if you'd like to see more of my speed builds, you can also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye!